Hi, welcome to my channel, FIFA Mobile. Alright, this video is showing you how to get the players required for the hero's journey, and of course sharing with you later on is claiming the milestone player. So look at here, we do require some players, I think at least 4 of them to reach the final match itself. So the first one, it doesn't matter. I think the second one onwards, you'll need at least 1 in your lineup to Uber Eats, and all the way I think you need 4 of them. So very quickly, I'm going to share with you how to get this whole of these players. I mean, there are 2 methods. The first method, of course, is to check in your own team. So you click on My Team, and from there you choose on the players, and then you just click on the small little button on the bottom left, and then you can select the Ligue. You could choose Uber Eats, and you do a search. All right, so there's no need to set any other criteria, but just that, and you realize that actually I have already 14, right? So I do not need to buy any by right because I just need 4. So you're just going to refit them into the lineup of your choice. Then you are good to go. So very quickly, I'm going to share you go to your lineup that you want to choose to fight for the matches, and then eventually you're going to fit in those Uber Eats players. So we're going to switch in. All right, I think this LWB is already he's already one of the Uber Eats, so there's no need to swap him out. Let's check out. Yep, that's correct. So we're going to switch in another player. All right, so this 98 player is the Uber Eats, and I'm going to switch in a ST as well. Okay, so my other ST is already a Uber Eats, so there's no need to. Of course, I'm going to fit in the best team ever. So with that, we are good to go. But of course, if you do not have any Uber Eats, you can buy it from the market. Again, same thing, you can select the Ligue 10, of course, choose maybe of a lower OVR of maximum 70, so you can press the budget down and do not really incur a lot of cost. Generally, you can choose the cheapest possible player, just 4 of them, there's no requirement. Fit them into the lineup, so as cheap as $1,800 for this 50 plus OVR player. Fit them into the lineup, and when the match starts, you just do a substitute out, right? So make sure you have a substitute of very good players in your chosen lineup. Make sure you set it active, and then you fit in your subs, and when the match starts, you can actually just switch in the subs and you're good to go actually. So just very quickly take a look. Do not have put any subs because I think this team is good for me, but if you fit in the subs that you wanted and you get the 50 plus OVR players from the market, that would do as well. And this match is not difficult, just to show you how easy it is. Alright, so with that, I'm going to share with you about UCL. So hopefully, if you've got any other questions about the hero's journey, feel free to add in the comments. I'm going to share with you the milestone player already obtained from the UCL itself. So the 108 CAM. Of course, then bear in mind, it's just whether should I buy another 108 to throw into the 109 exchange. So if you take a look at itself, if you want to really do this 109 exchange, you need another 108 player. So the calculation will start in terms of how much a 108 player costs and how much can you earn from a 109 player. Oh, by the way, this 105 Ronaldo, hopefully you saw my previous video and you have bought some. So he is already now worth 13.9 million, and if you have bought him for about 10 million, you are already making probably 2 of a million after tax. Alright, so now back to this of 108 versus 109. You're going to check out the players of 109 here. Is just about 10 plus, maybe 19 million or so. There are already a lot of people trying to sell and they can't sell. So there's a good chance you're just getting one of those 19 million worth players, unless you're very lucky. Then you may think about the next question: how much does it cost to buy a 108? And if I got a 109 and do not wish to sell it, would it work to actually put in the exchange again for the 110? So let me do a presumption that you're using the cheapest possible 109, for example, 18 million or so, and you get this 110 LB or the ST. It is basically not worth it, alright, because you can see it is so cheap. And imagine you throw in 19 million per player and you need 6 of them. Definitely you're making a loss after that. So likewise, if you're thinking about buying 2 110 for the 111, it is not making money as well. At this current state, it is not worth it. Okay, so I'm going to check for you very quickly the UCL, how much it costs. Yes, I think 13 million. Roughly there. If you ask me, if you already have 2 of the 108, you can buy a 108 for 13 million. 700, I think that's roughly the cheapest or so. Then you earned about maybe 5 million because you can sell it for 90 million, assuming after tax. That's around 18 million turn backs and return backs, and you get that, and you just probably earn about 5 million. Yeah, by all means, if you wish to do that. Alternatively, you can wait to get another 108 before actually you convert it and you sell, and you earn that pure 10 over million for sure. The other thing I'm talking about is about this CAM. It used to hit as high as 43 million. If I could buy a cheap CAM and then I can swap him out and then I could sell that for a kin for 43 million, probably there's another way of making money as well. The other thing normally, or how I do about making money, is to hunt for my players with a red dot, which means I can sell. Then that's one possibility of making money. And as I mentioned earlier, I also hunt under my watch list of the 108, 109, 110, and 111 UCL players. Always make sure you know the market well in terms of pricing, and then always do the calculation, assuming the exchange required 3 number of 108. If you have two and you buy another one, and then you compare it to the 109 pricing, if you get even the cheapest, are you making a profit or not? For my case, I'm making about 5 million, but I'm not going to do it because I think it's not really worth it at this juncture. Probably we may be getting better deals later on, so I'm willing to wait. It's not a lot, it's just 5 million, so probably I'll wait for this 108 CV to come about Coleman, and if Coleman is not one that I really use anyways and it's untradeable, probably I'll throw it to the exchange and in return get a 109 and then eventually sell it off market for 10 over million profit. I think that'll be better off. Do remember on a daily basis, get all the free packs you can see here. All these players sometimes prove useful for exchanges of their hero's journey because they may require different league players. So that's something you gotta think about, and it is free after all. Just go through the list and claim whatever players possible. It all depends on luck. Most of the time you get transfer points like this. Nonetheless, I think it's relatively good practice just to watch the videos as well and claim all the free rewards for every single day, including the 5 packs of gems, which is 50 gems in total. For this, I mean, you could do the lazy out. What I'm trying to do now is just to use the ticket, which I already accumulate a lot, and then just exchange for the skill boost and the players. Then eventually we hopefully can upgrade some of the skill boosts for the players. At this juncture, I'm not upgrading because I'm not firm on my final list of players in the lineup. Once I'm firm, probably then I'll spend those good money to upgrade the skill boost, because a single skill boost itself from 18 to 19 is 5 million, so it's really expensive. What I'm trying to do also to remind you, on an everyday, there are 2 chances of getting those matches or skill games. Make sure you do the midday to collect another one, chance for another skill game or match. Then hopefully when you do this road to championship, you'll win as well. So quickly go through with you some of the skill games, just a very quick one, right? So take a look at this. This skill game sometimes is a bit tricky, but you're just going to aim properly for the point where it's highlighted, the box that's highlighted, alright? So sometimes not so easy, but nonetheless, give it a shot. You should be good after 4 tries, alright? So do not miss any, and I think you should be good to go. Oh, unfortunate. Like I said, do not miss any if you're good to go. Alright, so then one last try. Basically, try to aim for those boxes as possible. Sometimes the location of the highlighted box, it seems impossible as well. So do not be fooled by that. Just try your best and you should be good to go after 4 attempts. Alright, so that's it for the really simple skill games, and it's just worth 5 UCL points after all. So it's not really fantastic in that context, but what I'm aiming for normally is the milestone which already attained. Of course, then you can do matches as well. You can sometimes do skill games like this as well. This is another tricky one. You got to slow down at the angle, and then eventually go to touch on the order points, so you can accumulate the maximum points to pass it. So with that, another 8 UCL points. We've collected about 50 already, and along the way, there'll be daily quests. It's important you watch all the videos and claim the daily and the weekend path rewards as well, because that what contributes towards your star pass. Alright, so thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.